Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
This is where the fearless fear, where the merciless beg for mercy, and where the action just keeps on coming. It's brutal. It's barbaric. So, are we ready for carnage? Do you want some extreme destruction? Just as well, because tonight, the big guns are out for gory glory in our All-Stars semi-finals.
Yes, Craig, two magnificent semi-finals. They are the world champion Razor against Firestorm and Chaos 2 reigning British champion against the impressive Tornado. First up, though, a Metal Mayhem Bulldog Breed against Spirit of Nightmare against Judge Shred. Only one goes through to our Annihilator later in the series. A taste of Teutonic Terror, German Melee. 4 robots there doing battle. A Vengeance Crunch Blunderbird against Megamorph. They don't like each other. And then the main event, Razor the world champions against Firestorm. Chaos 2, can Tornado upset the odds? These are the very best of the best, the 4 survivors. Just look at Chaos 2, the flippability, and Tornado's power and push, and Firestorm, and of course Razor. We'll see them in battle later.
Yes, folks, not one, but 2 mega battles for tonight's double bill finale. But let's get cracking with the chaos. And what does everyone want to see first? I can't hear you. All right, calm down. Don't upset the bride. Let the wars begin.
Only 2 places remain in our Annihilator later in the series. One of these will claim one of those places. Bulldog Breed or Spirit of Nightmare or Judge Shred.
From Canuck, Bulldog Breed 3.
Has fought in 2 previous wars. It's wedge shaped with aluminium dural plate armor, 24-volt motor, a flipper and rear twin tail hardened spikes to give this Bulldog some real bite.
We are the Press Gang team, and this is Bulldog Breed 3, back in again this year with 100 kilos of fighting canine, and we're going to kick some butt. Ah!
From Colville, Spirit of Nightmare.
This has a 70cm wide pneumatic lifter with a ramming cone on the front edge, twin pneumatic pierces and 4 ramming spikes. And watch for the underside design if it gets flipped. It's rather comical.
Hi, I'm Nigel. This is Team Nightmare, Lee and Malcolm. This is our brand new robot, Spirit of Nightmare. We've got a flipper on the front, mincers on the side, and pierces at the back. And our middle name's Damage.
From Colville, Leicestershire, Judge Shred 2.5.
Heavy weaponry with which the judge can mete out punishment, a 180-degree axe front flipper, and the body shell acts as a Sremek too.
Hi, we're Judge Shred. This is our new robot, Judge Shred 2.5. I'm Paul Blakeman, this is Alan Blakeman, and this is Dave Cluley. I have a lot of power in the front flipper, new rear flipper. We're going to do some serious damage.
Roboteers, stand by.
There's Judge Shred. They looked a little bit shaky coming into the arena for me. I wonder whether Alan Blakeman, the driver in the middle, will agree with me. Bulldog Breed with the Union Jack colours. And the dark Spirit of Nightmare. There they are in the booth together. Lee Summers on the left, 15 years of age, driving Spirit of Nightmare, and Tony Summerfield at the controls of Bulldog Breed. And our house robots in the arena, Shunt, watch for the pushing power. And the awesome Dead Metal. One problem with Dead Metal, poor maneuverability. Here we go then. Spirit of Nightmare on the left-hand side. That's Judge Shred making his move. Spirit of Nightmare with an onward dash. Bulldog Breed coming in and then disappearing from the picture again. There it is, Bulldog Breed on the right-hand side now. Been in Robot Wars before. Spirit of Nightmare trying to get that flipper to work. It's a full-width pneumatic lifter. The full 70 centimetres width of the machine, but it doesn't seem too mobile, does it, Spirit of Nightmare? This is a bit of a sluggish battle so far. Bulldog Breed, the meat in the sandwich, lovely logo on top. Great artistry here, as we've seen throughout Robot Wars Extreme. Such loving, tender care goes into the machines, only to be roasted and pitted and spitted and steamed by our devilish robot ears. Oh, our bewigged judges, except Alan Blakeman in the middle of Carpenter and Joyner. Spirit of Nightmare, are they immobilised? Are they still? The Bulldog Breed team and Judge Shred still doing battle. There we can see the Spirit of Nightmare team, but I don't think there's much life left in them, neither does the ref, but he's counting them out. Nigel Paget, Malcolm and Lee Summers. It's the end of Spirit of Nightmare. They fought in Robot Wars 4, they were defeated in the heats, and they're going out here now. First to fall into mayhem, as Shunt axes them, and Dead Metal pushes them and tries to claw them, leaving Judge Shred and Bulldog Breed to flip the judges up and over. Sensational stuff here. The Bulldog really got his teeth into Judge Shred. If you let the Bulldog off his lead, he will create mayhem in that arena. And again, the ref bot starts to count. And this time, it is the judges who will be sent down for a long, long time. Spirit of Nightmare, we know, finished. And a little bit of fun now for Dead Metal. Lining him up on the arena floor flipper. It's going to be Spirit in the Sky any moment now. They were Crystal Palace Eagles fans we've just seen. Flying high, the Spirit of Nightmare. And there's the little logo. Who needs a Sremek? Well, you don't if you're wedge-shaped and you can bounce, but unfortunately, when you do that in defeat, it's too late. You don't only need a Sremek, you need just about anything you can get your hands on, Spirit of Nightmare. And there, the remnants of Judge Shred, the very underbelly, axed by Shunt and now lifted. We know it's going to go down in the pit any moment now. Very good piece of driving skill by Tony Summerfield at the controls of Bulldog Breed to flick the judges they did. Righted now, but too late. May well avoid the pit, but it doesn't matter. The judges, we have passed sentence on you. You are going down.
Cease.
Confirmation there, Bulldog Breed taking the 5th place in our Annihilator. Only one position to fill.
Come with me and let's have a little chat with the Plunderbird team, who are beavering away because they've got a vengeance battle brewing tonight. A while ago, they challenged the Megamorph team over who were the best singers on Robot Wars. In the pits, the Megamorph team have issued us all with hymn sheets. Extraordinary. What's going on, team?
We're from the land of song, they're not. We're going to show them how it's done properly. Hymn number 15, verse 5.
Take it away.
At last we meet the Plunderbirds and their robot rap. Their singing is simple, just modern claptrap. They try to frighten us by dressing in black, but we're not scared because their robot is scrap.
Stop! Megamorph boys are dressed in yellow.
They think they're hard as mustard.
But that robot's about as useful as a big blob of yellow custard.
Anyone can rap. You try to look big, you try to look hard, but you go into the breaker's yard. Your rhymes are slack, you need a slap. Everyone sees your robot is slow.
We are the crew when we're here to tell you we're going to bash you. We're going to trash you. In the wars, you know we're going to thrash you. The fourth comes back.
Plunderbird boys, what would you like to say to Megamorph?
Megamorph? All right, you can't sing, you can't dance, we don't like yellow, and we don't like you.
So you're going down, so bring it on. We're going to take you out.
I'm only yours.
Night to be gathered around the war zone, because there's havoc in the air with the deadliest double bill of the series, our All-Stars semi-finals. So, Julia, are our first 2 robots kind of ready to rock?
They definitely are, Craig. Firestorm are here, the first of our semi-finalists. Team, have you fought Razor before?
No, we haven't.
How do you feel about the draw?
We're not too good. I think we might get broken.
And what can you do against a robot like Razor?
I think the only thing we can do is put them on the side, push them into the control zones, and let the house robots take care of them.
Well, it sounds like a plan. I think they're going to need luck. Razor, I think this is easy pickings for you, this draw.
He's he's a pretty good machine. We've seen him in action. He's pretty fast, very manoeuvrable sort of machine. We're quite impressed.
There's a lovely smooth bit of metal at the front there, which we think your arm could probably turn into a sieve, like it does most things.
Yeah, I mean, if we get a good clamp on, we're not letting go. We're going to do the business. So.
And if it flips you, do you think your arm will hold up to the pressure?
Hold up. I'd take it all day. It's a tough nut.
So what's the plan, Stan?
Fill it for the holes.
Nice plan. Good luck.
Thank you.
So, one of those all-stars will be silenced very, very shortly. But this lot won't, will ya? I didn't think they would. But to keep happy, I've got some German robots who asked me if they could come and fight at the home of Robot Wars. I said, get on the next plane.
Well, this is a special treat for Extreme. We have the first German melee. Welcome. Are you looking forward to this?
Hello, yeah. We are the Extreme team, and that is our Nasty Warrior.
What's your weapon?
We've got the rotating blade.
Okay, they've got a rotating blade, but they look like they've got a rotating robot. What's your name?
I'm Sasha Thompson from Team Thompson from Germany. That's our robot Ansgar.
Confident?
Yeah. This weapon?
Everyone's looking forward to this. What's your name, team?
High voltage.
How many weapons have you got?
We got 2 weapons. 1 movable lance and 2 abrasive wheel cutting off machines.
Good luck. Quietly confident. But these boys, I've seen them before. They're quite noisy. Welcome, team.
Golem crew. And that's the Golem.
Okay. What can it do?
We're going to destroy them.
Yeah?
Yeah,
you confident?
of course.
Sorry?
Confident?
Of course, yeah.
Good luck, teams. The arena waits you. Off you go.
From Germany, Flensburg Power.
This green machine is powered by a windscreen wiper motor, but I can't see any damage raining down from this one. All power to your elbow, Flensburgers, though, if you prove me wrong.
From Germany, Nasty Warrior.
An Arrow-style flat body with 2 36-volt driven wheels, able to run on both sides. The outer skin's covered in carbon materials. The weapon is a lawnmower blade. Not too nasty, then.
From Germany, Ansgar.
Round in shape and can sit down and immobilise itself so it can't be shoved around by other robots, they say. It's very noisy, especially the changeable lever and lance weaponry.
From Germany, Golem.
Costs £3,000 to build, has carbon spiked weaponry, runs on 36-volt motors. The name Golem comes from Jewish mythology. It means a soulless mass. Now you know.
Roboteers, stand by.
Ansgar from Allenville. That's the Golem machine from Dinslagen. 2 teams together. Ansgar on the left, Sasha Thompson, 17-year-old driving, and Oliver Buchel at the controls of Golem. That's Flensburger Power. And the Nasty Warrior boys from Karlsruhe. Michael Schnorr in the black at the controls of Flensburger Power. 20-year-old Norman Tice at the controls of Nasty Warrior. And we, of course, have thrown in Matilda. Watch for the 27-kilo flywheel. It's potentially very destructive. And our other house robot in the arena this time around is Shunt, with the axe and the scoop and 105 kilos to push.
3, 2, 1.
Nasty Warrior, top left, Flensburger Power, top right, then Ansgar slowly across the arena floor. That's Flensburger Power, lurid and green. Ansgar tries a little flick there of the lifting. The lifting tongue, which did absolutely no good whatsoever. Golem moving again in cursory fashion. Love the graphics. And that little spike as well, the carbon spike coming out of Golem. At the moment, they're all having a little look at one another. Apart from Ansgar, which is doing absolutely nothing. This is Golem. And again with a little push. You see the German flag there, did I see it? Golem across the arena floor to take on Matilda. It's not very sensible of you whatsoever. And Golem is tusked by Matilda. Last one standing, don't forget, wins this German melee. Matilda, a little flick of the tusks. Golem rocks and rolls. Not too sure whether there's any life in there at all. That's the nasty warrior belonging to the extreme team. Side by side with Ansgar. Although Ansgar isn't actually moving that much on the arena floor, at least they're trying to lift the weapon and trying to get others going. Is the smoke coming out of the extreme team machine? Golem, well, the Red Bot's got to have a look because they've been in with Matilda now for some time and they're not moving. Golem's up on its side. It's invertible, can run both ways up, so don't worry about it being flipped. You see there, all credit to Ansgar. They're trying to get that little lever working. Can work 300 times per minute. That's Golem counted out by the Red Bot. You saw the red card there, they've gone. So 3 German machines are left in here, and they're all together. Flensburger at the top. That's Nasty Warrior to your right-hand side, and still Ansgar. They say they can get up to 8 miles an hour. I'm not too sure whether they can get up to 1 mile an hour, to be honest. There's the Red Bot, look, releasing the bit depressed button. He's had enough. Golem's already there in place. Got there early, laid down the towel, and is about to go down in the pit. That's the end of Golem. And the others, any second now, will go to a judge's decision.
Well, we've had a judge's decision on that. The judges were looking at style, control, damage and aggression. And the winners from Germany are Ansgar!
You're through now. You've qualified for the World Championships.
Thank you.
Are you
Very
pleased?
great. We are very happy, yeah.
In the World Championship, you might have to put a bit more work into it.
Yeah.
So you go back home to Germany now and do some more work and make it a bit more powerful, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay?
We're learning here.
I am learning. Das was wirklich good. Good gemacht. Ladies and gentlemen, Ansgar!
Well, tonight we're gearing up for the All-Stars semi-finals, where Chaos 2 will meet the awesome Tornado. So, Julia, are Chaos 2 ready for action?
Well, Craig, they seem more than ready, but that's probably because they are the reigning champions. Hello, Chaos 2.
Hello there.
You've fought Tornado before, haven't you?
Yes, we threw them out of the arena last year.
Right out of the arena?
Yes.
George, what happened?
Semi-finals last year. And after throwing them around a bit, they were sort of left perched up on the fence. And Ian said, that's it, with one, leave them there. And I thought, no, and just had to throw them over. It's too tempting target.
He's a meanie, isn't he?
He is, yes.
But this is Robot Wars Extreme, and they are carrying that extra weight. Do you think the same thing could happen again?
They've improved an enormous amount over the year. They're really quite a formidable opponent now, so don't know.
Weapon this year, they've got a big disc on the back.
Don't forget the last fight, young man. Stay confident. You could do it. Now let's see if Tornado remember that fight as fondly. Tornado, you've met Chaos 2 before, haven't you?
We have indeed. We met them in the semis last year.
And what happened?
They beat us, unfortunately, but maybe not this.
Controversial judge's decision, maybe, or?
No. I think we had a few reliability problems, and fair and square, they won. So.
They flipped you right out of the arena, did they not?
Yes.
Forgot to mention that.
Maybe.
But it is Robot Wars Extreme. You are carrying an extra 20 kilos. Do you think it could be a case of deja vu, or do you think you'll get through this time?
I think we'll beat them. We've been practicing, we're reliable, and let's face it, Chaos is a bit long in the tooth now. It's old, it's worn out.
Worn out? Well, maybe it will be curtains for Chaos, but I think Tornado might just be a load of hot air, because after all, Chaos 2 are the reigning champions.
Yes. Not long till those semi-finals. A double bill to knock your silicon socks off. But first, Plunderbird are out for vengeance. Megamorph, those lovely boys from Wales, claimed that they were the best singers in the wars, and Plunderbird did not like that one bit.
Megamorph boys are dressed in yellow.
Oh yes, Craig, these were the ugly scenes earlier in the pit. Poor Jules in the middle. Ow! Singers, you're a pack of dogs, boys, you really are. Who's the best, who's the worst? I dread to think.
Rhymes are slack, you need a slap. Everyone sees your robot is slow.
From Alton, Plunderbird 5.
A low, wide, fast, powerful track robot with a hydraulic slicing claw jaw, 24-volt powered, but the 2.5 centimetre ground clearance means this bird may be thrown into the air to fly.
As you well know, we are the Plunderbird boys. This is a new robot for a new fight, but it's the same attitude.
From Ben Fluid, Megamore.
Two 12-volt motors can get up to 10 miles an hour out of this roly-poly tub. The pneumatic spikes can lift and shunt. Dorian Cordy, the captain, used to manage the Welsh women's rugby team, so he's used to loose mauls then.
My name's Dorian Cordy, this is Mark Cooper and Faceman Hugh White. We are the boys from the Morgue. This is our robot Mega Morgue with our gargoyle on the front and our ninja sheep. We're coming to your town, we know where you live.
Roboteers, stand by.
Megamorg. You won't bleat about defeat, they say, Dorian Cordy. Mark Cooper and the Plunderbird boys, Mike Onslow and Brian Kilburn there on the left, thumbs up from him. And the house robots shunt with our secret prototype electric motor on board. And alongside him, we have no less than Sergeant Bash, 4 parallel batteries throwing that flamethrower long.
3, 2, 1.
The song, we've had the verse, we've had the words, short and terse. Now forget the musical note, it's time for Smite or Be Smote. The best singers you ain't, the itsy bitsy bits of your bots left in the arena will be most quaint. Megamorg and Plunderbird. Who has the best voice? Who has the best machine? That's what we're here for. At the moment, it's not dramatic. Head to head, spike to spike, lifter to lifter, lifter to claw. Plunderbird has that claw jaw impaled, it seems to me, on the front of Megamorg. We're seeing there Mark Cooper, the driver, and Dorian Cordy, the weapon operator. Both work at the design and technology department of Morriston Comp in Swansea in South Wales. And now they're locked once again. They're free. Plunderbird comes on the attack. Megamorg turns rather slowly. It has a 0-degree turning circle, but is rather sluggish in turning. Plunderbird side by side. It's a curious look, sort of weapon, isn't it? Not really effective, and I think Bash is bored! Oh! Burnt sheep! Bash, did you see the lick of flame? And the ninja sheep is melting. There's the Plunderbird team. I'm not surprised he's bored, Bash, and the house robots, all of them. I wouldn't be surprised if they're bored by this. So much hype, so much song, so much verse, and really, it's been rather dull, hasn't it? Plunderbird trying to get to the clutches of Megamorg, and almost to the very innards. Out, you see, now comes Shunt. I think he's bored as well. Oh, down comes the axe, straight through Megamorg. Striking to the heart of the matter there. And poor old Sheep got it again, I think. And a yellow card from the ref bot. So, he said to Shunt, I don't care if you're bored, you can't break the rules and come out. Red book, get out of it. Get out of it. Well done, Shunt. You're okay by me, mate. Get involved with those Megamorg boys. Just see the little remnant, did you see it, the polka dot fur? Belonged to the Dior Tour team, another trophy from previous battles for the Megamorg boys. Plunderbird down here, bottom of your picture. Time is counting down. I think it's going to go to the referees to judge on style control, damage and aggression. Looks to me as if Megamorg have taken more damage, so that could be decisive. And yes, it's a judge's decision to settle it.
Well, for a vengeance battle, that was just pushing and shoving and calling names. I'll usually show you some highlights, but there weren't any. The judges have already made their decision. And believe it or not, they've gone for Plunderbird. Well, let me first explain what this grudge match is about. It's got nothing to do with robots, has it? You reckon you're better singers than them, don't you?
Well, definitely, we're Welsh.
Because you're Welsh doesn't mean you're a better singer, does it? Surely.
Well, surely.
The four horsemen are coming.
You see, you lost.
Oh.
You lost. I think this is the first time you've ever won anything, isn't it?
It's about time we won something, yeah. It's well overdue.
Okay, so because you won, we're going to allow you to entertain the audience.
We're big boys and we built big toys. We're Andy with a spanner. If it don't work, we go berserk and hit it with an hammer.
Ladies and gentlemen, what can we say? Give it up! Give it up for Plunderbird 5!
The word is Plunderbird. What's the word? That'll do. We'll be back.
Let's get serious. There's 2 places in our All-Stars final at the end of the series, and 4 robots who want them. You do the maths. It's going to get messy. It's our All-Star semi-finals.
In a moment, Chaos against Tornado. But our first semi-final, Razor, world champions, against Firestorm, the underdogs.
So, are you ready for some All-Stars action? Good. And hoping for a place in that final. Go ballistic for Firestorm!
A wedge-shaped robot with the flipping arm, just the heavier here at 100 kilos, the faster too at 12 miles an hour. Electric power to ignite our Firestorm. This is how they got to the semi-final, beating Panic Attack, the former British champions. Look at the head-on driving style of Firestorm to get in underneath and exploit any high ground clearance. And then they have that flipping arm, the kinetic weapon. They then beat Wild Thing in the quarterfinals. No real contest here. Wild Thing had the spinning disc, but Firestorm driving full on again, repeatedly. Too aggressive, too control. Good stuff.
And standing in their path, let it rip for the world champions, the mighty Razor!
Razor's beak is the envy of many. Crushability high, speed 11 miles an hour moderate, reliability from 2 trolley shop caddy motors has been low in the past, but overall, a mean machine. In the first round, they met Gemini. Twice as nice. No, we'll have a slice. Razor clutched on with the beak and the front scoop. Pierced, dented, destroyed. Look at that. You are talking enormous power. They next took on Behemoth in the quarterfinal. This was closer, surprisingly so. The judges gave it to Razor because of that damage caused to Behemoth.
Roboteers, stand by.
Firestorm at the controls. Graham Bone, Alex Mordew, Hazel Heslop, Graham's girlfriend, in there as well. And Razor, Ian Lewis driving. There he is on the left. Simon Scott in the middle, and Vinnie Blood too in that box. And Matilda. Look at the tusks, look at the flywheel. Tough. And perhaps tougher still, Shunt. That axe, diamond-edged and gleaming.
3, 2, 1.
We're down to the 4 best robots around. Firestorm and Razor, 2 of them. Razor immediately puncturing Firestorm's flipping weapon. Look at that, crumpling, buckling and bending. Firestorm went on the all-out onslaught attack as we knew they would, and immediately coming to grief, and Razor literally ripping through that flipping arm, clinging on now, and Firestorm, I think their main hope would be to push Razor if they can towards a pit or towards an angle grinder, get away, come back in, try and get in underneath, but what damage has been caused is that flipping arm now out of action. Look, it's bent, metal, almost ripped from the very frame. They're going in again to puncture. Well, this is very one-sided and surprisingly so. Firestorm, they can still operate that weapon. Alex Mordew, if he can have a chance. The student, the 21-year-old. Razor, oh, triumphantly there. Lifting Firestorm aloft and holding it in the air. The crowd loved it. Great performance this by Razor. Theatrical, showboating really. Now, Firestorm, what can they do? Again, it's that frontal attack, trying to flip, but it's kamikaze in the end. They're now in the CPZ, which means, of course, Matilda can come into play with the tusks and the drive. Oh, turning and getting the flywheel, and also inviting Shunted for some of the action with the axe. Poor old Firestorm there, taking tremendous damage here. They may well survive to go to a judge's decision. I think they are going to now, but look at the damage caused by those Razor boys. They think they've won it. I'd be amazed if they haven't. And Firestorm, look at that, the face of defeat. Razor immediately just puncturing any Firestorm hopes after the Firestorm head-on attack. It was their one tactic. They knew they had to go in on the attack, Firestorm. This was magnificent here. Razor knew at that point they'd won it.
Well, the judges have made a decision. It's no surprise, no controversy. The robot that can put 1,000 perforations into every robot's gone through. The winners are Razor! Come on, lads! You're through to the All-Star final at the end of the series. But now it's all coming together, and that was an awesome display.
Those guys are good, though.
Yeah, but you made that robot look average, because it's a good robot.
It is a damn good machine.
I mean, it was a bit like you were showing off when you picked it up, and, you know, it was sort of like,
we've got to do that.
That is just...
Right.
It was
trademark.
Like, that was bullying, man. That was just bullying.
No, it's trademark. We've got to show it to the kids, haven't we?
You were toying with it like a cat toys with a mouse.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, let's go hell for leather for Razor!
Our second All-Star semi-final. Chaos 2 reigning British champions against Tornado. They've been massively impressive so far, but more on that in a moment, Craig.
Well, if anyone can batter Chaos 2, it's Tornado. Jonathan, could Chaos 2 be in for a bit of trouble here?
Well, Craig, David Gamble of the Tornado team loves storm chasing, and this could be a whirlwind victory for them if Chaos 2 get too close to the 15-kilo spinning disc on Tornado. On paper, it should still be Chaos 2. I'm not too sure.
So, they're battling for the second place in that All-Stars final. Go Extreme for Tornado!
Razor's rained down on this since they were just defeated by Chaos in the last British Championship semi-finals. The 2,000 RPM vertical spinning disc can put the wind up anything, and it's as ferocious as a cyclone. In the first All-Stars round, no competition, 3 stakes to heaven, driven on towards Killalot and out of the competition, rammed repeatedly and finished off in style. And then look at this for a victory against Pussycat in the quarterfinals. Off came the cat's wheel. It was Tornado, the cat's whiskers. Certainly. I think this has been massively impressive and underrated. Tornado, one to watch.
And 2 times Robot Wars UK champion, raise the roof for Chaos 2!
This machine has never been beaten in major contests. 20 miles an hour top speeds, brilliantly driven by George Francis, with a CO2-powered pneumatic flipper having some kick, I can tell you. Chaos 2 in the All-Stars, first of all, got rid of Exterminator. You see how George Francis here gets the flipper in underneath. He'll exploit any high ground clearance. Wheelie Big Cheese again fell foul of the flipper. Look at the kick on it. Can anyone kick Chaos 2 into touch? I doubt it on the evidence of what we've seen so far in Extreme.
Roboteers, stand by.
Chaos 2, reigning British champion with George Francis at the controls. Thumbs up from him, Ian and Richard Swan there with him. And Tornado, driven by Andrew Marchant. Robot foreman David Gamble, the weapon operator Brian Moss. Our house robots, Dead Metal in the arena there. And fighting our cause, the bull-nosed, lion-hearted Shunt.
3, 2, 1.
Tornado on the right, Chaos on the left-hand side. Oh! Chaos 2 has flipped itself! Up and over! Well, they came in there with an attack that was too premature and not judged. A rare mistake by George Francis, and Shunt is out after the kill, and Tornado senses that perhaps an upset victory could be on the cards here and a place in the All-Stars final. Tornado has his fan club. I must admit, I've been a growing fan here on the evidence of what we've seen in Extreme so far. And George Francis on the back foot throughout this semi-final because of that early mistake. They came in, they mistimed the flipper, and all of a sudden, he's got work to do here to gain points back if it should go to a judges. Is that flipper stuck open now? We've seen it before. When it gets stuck, there could be problems. No, I think they're okay. But Tornado once again doing the pushing, and don't forget, this time around, Tornado has that blade in front, that circular drum saw. Chaos 2 with a great flip. Tornado's up and over. It's invertible, coming on both ways up. Driving Chaos 2 back into the CPZ again. In comes Dead Metal with the pincers. It's got Chaos 2 in its grip. Chaos 2 trying to flip and get out of that CPZ. Tremendous battle. Down comes the saw here of Dead Metal. Onto the flipper of Chaos 2. A concerted effort by Tornado to get in underneath there, look. Trying to rip the heart out of Chaos 2. Staying out of the way of Dead Metal and also Shut the Red Foot. You just saw having a glance. Chaos 2 in real trouble here. Could this be a first ever defeat for Chaos 2? This version of George Francis's veteran machine trying to get it away and out of danger. Tornado on the attack. They can sense victory here. They're after Chaos 2. Hunting, harrying, chasing into the CPZ. Good tactics there by Tornado. Oh, Dead Metal's got the wrong one. I don't think he should have been able to do that because Chaos 2 was forced into the CPZ by Tornado. Dead Metal got the wrong robot. They should have attacked Chaos 2. Well, that is very interesting because the whole tide could be turned now with Tornado up on its side. The ref bot is going in to have a look and see what he can do. And Tornado unfairly pinned onto the arena sidewall. This is not right. Shunt is going in there and having a go at Tornado. Very much on top here. The ref bot quite rightly seeing what he can do here, almost to right Tornado, I would have said, and right or wrong, it was a wrong. And that's quite correct. Well done, the referee. And Tornado back in play. Ooh, they don't like that, but it's correct. It was a good decision. Chaos 2, though, senses perhaps it could have turned things round here. There was the flip on Tornado. Look at the depth of the scratches. The damage caused to Chaos 2. I don't think George Francis has ever been in a battle like this. Tornado on the drive again. They've recovered their senses in underneath. Piggyback for Chaos 2 against the arena wall. They're up on top of Tornado now. It is relentless, Tornado. It drives, turns, drives again. Push, shove, brilliant stuff. It'll go to the judges. He's a worried man. Tornado, have they won it? Goodness me, what a performance. Let's have a look at it again. Chaos 2, mistiming the initial onslaught. Tornado immediately on the counter-attack. That was the story of the early stages, all Tornado, the occasional flip by Chaos 2. Then Tornado pushed Chaos into the CPZ. Good style and control. Chaos 2 got out, was pushed back in again, but Dead Metal then wrongly attacked Tornado, and I wonder if that took the impetus out of Tornado from then on in, and it made the fight more close than it might perhaps have been. This is going to be a very close decision for the judges.
Well, the judges have made their decision. Remember, they're looking at style, control, damage, and aggression. This one's a turn-up for the books. They've gone for Tornado! Come out here, guys. What an absolutely amazing fight. Isn't that a powerful robot?
Brilliant, really good, yeah.
I tell you what, you sustained a lot of your damage, though, after Tornado had been stuck up on the rails for a while.
Oh, yes, if those house robots had been out of the way, I'd have put him over the fence. But...
Yeah, but what the judges have said was because Tornado pushed you into the CPZ, and then the robot started attacking them, which wasn't really fair.
Yeah.
So then they got back on their wheels again.
All got a bit mixed up in there, didn't it?
Oh, it was a melee.
Yeah.
How'd you feel?
All right, no problem.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure we'll see us again, won't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Cheer. Hey, raise the roof for Chaos 2! Yes! Yes! What engine have you got in there? Must be the engine of a Ferrari or something, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's got a lot of power.
I mean, that is an awesome robot you've just beaten.
Yeah, but they beat us before, so that's revenge for us.
It is revenge, isn't it? I mean, what did you think when you were drawn against them? Did you think you stood a chance?
We wanted to fight them. We wanted to prove that we could beat them, and we've just done it.
You came out of the starting blocks, bang! It was so explosive. And for the first minute or so, you just kept hitting it and hitting it and hitting it. And then he got his flipper working and turned you over a few times, and I thought, oh, Chaos 2's coming back in it. But guys...
We had that power last year, and this year we came back with a weapon to go with it, so...
You're taking on Razor X, the world champions. How do you feel about that one?
That's going to be a good one.
We've taken out number 2, number 1 from Series 4. Now we go for the world champions.
Let's hear it for Tornado! Well, they may be a nice and passive team, but not on Robot Wars Extreme. Bye-bye. Well done, guys. Next time on Robot Wars Extreme, it's double the trouble, double the carnage, double the action in our tag team final.